return to the classics.
Uno, two, tres, four.
Going live. Okay. Hi. Bit of a problem here. It's not really a problem. Anyways, but first I'm gonna say hi everyone and welcome back to Anna Mondays. I'm so glad we can start this up. Brutal might have a quick like sound change. His computer wasn't finished updating when I started. I literally said, "Okay, I'm starting." He's like, "Okay, computer's updating." I just go, "Wait, what?" I just said play. He wasn't paying attention.
Yeah,
So if his
it's because
audio quality
guys,
changes,
it's just that I just got back. I just literally just got back from my weekend trip. So yeah, for the past few days I've been like out of town.
also, if you guys see new look.
Yep.
I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys like how it looks and everything. I fucking adore how everything looks. There's a problem with chatbox for some reason. It's not showing on
But I
screen.
do miss your older one though. Looked a lot more cuter with the bow.
Well, no, that's my. I'm talking about the stream overlay.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like not only that but also your character model as well.
I mean, yeah, but like I was mostly talking about the stream overlay. For some reason, like it is okay. For some, it's saying it's good. Like it's showing that it's actually should be. Why isn't it not showing up on screen? Could it be? Oh, don't tell me like it's doing some weird thing. Let me see if I can't fix that very quick. That is so annoying. You guys might see like something blow up soon.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. I see. Why is it doing that? What the hell? That's so
That's what
weird.
the hell.
for some reason, like the live chat like box that was made for my overlay is somehow like clouding the chat box. I don't know how that happened or why that's happening at all. I'm gonna have to talk to my artist as to how that even like how that happened in general. Yeah, that's so weird. Okay, I'm gonna have to fix that another time, guys. So your chat might not be showing up on screen because I need to figure out why that is happening. And like, so it's like you can see the design that the chat overlay has. For some reason and somehow, it is completely negating chat entirely, and I don't know why. Let me see if I can't change the property on it to make it like the blend. Darken, lighten, muddy screen. Try screen. Okay, there we go. I was able to fix it. But it's kind of blurry.
Yeah, this didn't go as planned.
Well again, I can't really. There are some things you just can't test right away because you kind of
Yeah.
need to be live for it to happen.
Yeah. Um.
Okay, there. Okay, so chat should be on screen now. It's a little. I can. Hopefully, you guys can see it. Anyways, hi, welcome everyone. Sorry for the delay for everything. We have quite a bit of things to talk about today. Bruto, are you on your mic again?
Not yet. Apparently the internet just shut off randomly, so I gotta.
The internet shut off randomly.
Yeah. I think it must be because I turned off everything before I left.
I mean, okay, so do you think you can just be fine talking it like this?
For only a few minutes, yeah. I mean, I just had to reset the internet box.
Right, but I'm saying like, you think we can start and like kind of like you switch over to your other mic? Okay, so
No, we can start. No, we can.
Okay,
I don't mind.
okay.
We can start.
Okay, so quite a bit of things to go over that I wasn't able to cover like at all because like last week going through my issue. I'm fine, by the way. Like I know I kind of like randomly just said like, hey, some things aren't going well, so I'm gonna have to like disappear for a moment. I figured out what the problem was, talked to my doctors, so I'm doing better now, much better. Uh, so just giving you guys a quick update about that. So everything should be progressing smoothly going forward for streams and videos and everything. But yeah, we got quite a bit of things. I decided I want to start with something kind of like let's see. I got quite a bit. We got quite a few topics, but first I'm gonna go to something more, a bit more like relaxing. Like, well, not relaxing, but something more common. As I want to try to always do it. We'll try with something either funny or like something kind of like it's a topical on anime stuff. So I guess he's the first one. Who did you hear about this? So there was a mural that was made by a local graffiti artist. In now, this article says Russia. Apparently, it was not in Russia. It was in Kazakhstan that it happened in. But it was a Freerun and Razor statue. Freerun, of course, from Freerun Beyond Journey's End, and Razor from Chainsaw Man. And like within 24 hours, it got tagged.
Yeah.
So you did hear about this?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I just don't. I get it. Like there are some people who were like, I want my name to be known, so they like find something that they can actually do to like get people talking about them. The problem is three things with this. One, no one can read your fucking ugly ass like bad spray painting handwriting and understand what that even's supposed to mean. And if that isn't words and you're just scribbling all over the drawing, then what the fuck, dude? Why be such a piece of shit? That you got like this shit is beautiful. Like the artist did such a phenomenal job with both Reza and Freerun. Like look at that. That is just like gorgeous.
Yeah.
But like I don't. The mentality has to be like, oh, well, fuck the people who made this. I'm gonna fucking tag it up. Or I want to be remembered for like doing something grand myself. So I'm gonna deface like this artwork, and it's really shit. Like this went viral online, and a lot of people were talking about it. Apparently, like the artist was able to work with someone else, and they were able to clean up the rate. What I've heard right now is the Razor statue is mural is fixed. So Reizo looks good like she did. I think they're gonna be working on either free rent or they already have. But yeah, that's just a little like topical thing I wanted to talk about because like I thought it was just terrible. Like you're just gonna be a piece of shit for doing it, man. Like it's especially like there was a story that happened where there was another like graffiti tagger who defaced a mural. I think it was in I don't remember if it was in San Diego or if it was California, but like someone was like someone got tired of it, so he like posted a guard like right up there to watch that shit, so this way no tagger could come near. And like apparently like it did a good job of like uh deterring any taggers going near for that guy to be up there. I heard he was only there for like a little bit, like a couple of days or something, but like I guess like it was enough to deter taggers from going and fucking around with his mural.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's what this guy should do, but like I'm just saying like sometimes like you have to find like other methods to like make it so this way fuckers like that just stay away. But yeah, there's that. I'm trying to think about how I want to hit up the stories because again we have quite a bit of covering, and I have the two biggest ones we're gonna hit near the end like we always do. But I'm just trying to figure out like which direction I want to go. Oh, okay, here's this one. You know the anime Vinland Saga?
No.
You ever heard the anime Vinland Saga?
No.
Oh, it's fucking great. It's a Viking anime. It's about how like
Yeah, Vikings aren't really my thing.
I would still recommend it. Like I would say still give it a shot and just kind of like see how you like it. Like honest to God, I think this is a really good anime. Season 2, some people were a little underwhelmed because there wasn't as much action in it. But like I think it excelled at really helping define the main character after like everything that happened in the season 1. So I would recommend it. But yeah, Vinland Saga creator Makoto Yomuke talks about his life lessons learned from Minecraft. It says consistent effort is what matters. Accumulating a daily practice is what leads to results. Those are the kinds of important things Minecraft teaches you. Ever since I started playing every night, I stopped getting motion sickness from games as much. Effort, the results are effort. It's just a nice little story about him like taking time to like play something and kind of like coming to the idea like so long as you actually put time into it, like a consistent amount of time and effort, you will get there. Like you will get to the to the goal you want. It just takes time. So long as you're willing to put in the time, you'll get there. And I can always appreciate that message, you know. It's something that we as content creators and like artists ourselves can take to heart because like that's kind of what we want too. We want to create our own stuff. We want to be known for doing things. We just have to make sure we put in the time and effort to accomplish things. Sure, the algorithm plays a part, and so does like word of mouth of like content creators. Like some people blow up because some people like talk about them. Like let's say like Asmongold talks about you or something. Like that one small channel of the girl that had like only like 200 subscribers and she blew up overnight because Asmongold watched one of her videos. Like yeah, that's gonna pay off too. But sometimes just making consistent amount of content and putting effort into your channel goes a long way. Oh shit, I just remembered I never actually played the music. But yeah, so I thought that was just a nice little thing that he mentioned in his video, in his like little post. I always appreciate stuff like that. Before we continue, how's your mic situation?
Yeah, I already changed it.
All right, nice. Yeah, okay, you are coming in much clearer. Okay, so,
It goes through my phone.
did you want to cover one more small story? Or did you want to hit up one of the bigger ones right now?
Let's go with the smaller one.
Okay,
So we can start with much more
let's go
bigger
for a
ones.
smaller one then. This isn't like a really, really big one. What is it? Ah, right here. Because we were talking about this earlier, the Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumi is getting a 20th anniversary special on trains across Japan. The event will feature
Yes, I
stories
see this.
exclusive to trains, visit the real life locations from the anime, and many expositions. That's just great. I love it whenever
Yeah.
like companies.
I mean,
What's up?
no, yeah. I mean, it's been like, of course they're gonna commemorate because it's like it's been like always an iconic anime in Japan.
Oh, apparently the original cast is returning too. That's really cool.
Yeah, I mean, of course.
Well, I mean, you can't always guarantee you'll gain the original cast back. Like, for instance, I mean, I know this isn't
Well-
voice actings, but Malcolm and Melo just did their anniversary like reunion special, and the actor who played Dewey, he didn't want to come back at all for it. So they had to completely like recast him. Everyone else came back for it, but not him. That 70s show did a reunion not too long ago. Not everyone from the cast brought it back then. Like, you can't always guarantee you're gonna get returning people because either A, life has changed for them, like whether or not they've started a family, they're working on other projects right now, or just they just want to be back in the spotlight.
Or can't forget Danny Masterson.
Danny Masterson?
I mean, he committed like.
Wait, what?
I mean, Danny Masterson. He committed rape.
From what? Who are we talking about?
Danny Masterson from the actor who was in the 70s show.
Oh, I never actually learned his name, or I know him only from Hyde. Wait, so was it actually confirmed that that's what happened? Like he actually did essay someone? I thought it was all allegations at the time.
No, it was not allegations. They were all true.
Really? I did not know that.
Yeah.
After like the story hit, like the story went kind of cold, and like no one talked about it. So I didn't know if it was actually ever confirmed if he did or did not do it.
No, he did it.
Yeah. Ooh, this is actually breaking from him. He's Danny Masterson's first mugshot released and has transformed the state prison. Oh my god, that is crazy. It's always sad whenever like there's a character, especially if it's a character you actually really really like. Because Hyde was my favorite, aside from Carousel. Hyde was my favorite character from that 7th show. So
yeah,
whenever they actually got a show together, that ranch show on Netflix, I was like really happy, and I actually really really liked that show when I was watching it. And then I was like randomly, so I was like, wait, how come Danny Masterson doesn't come back for the next season? And that's when I heard about the allegation. I'm like, oh. It like kind of like upset me. I'm like, oh, come on, dude. I'm hoping it is just an allegation, but that sucks. Oh my god, I can't believe he did that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like so. But no, yeah. Going back to this, I think it's really cool. I'm wondering how they're gonna do it. Like, is the train just gonna be like kind of like a plane where all like the actual like videos are on the back of the actual seats? Are they gonna be like on the walls? Are they gonna be only showing on the front? Like how are they doing the actual special along with the actual anime? So I'm wondering how that's gonna be. But I do like the concept, and if I was a much bigger fan and had more money, I wouldn't mind like going to Japan for this.
Yeah.
I like Haruhi, but again, I was more influenced by animes like Lucky Star more so than Haruhi.
Yeah.
Which
I do love that dance.
I gotta go back and watch. I gotta go back and rewatch Lucky Star. It's been years since I've watched Lucky Star. But yeah, I thought that was like a nice little tidbit. Honestly, those are the small stories I had. Everything else is gonna be big, and it's gonna be us talking about for a while. I'm trying to look at what else is there for that I have small wise. I didn't actually really look this up. I need to actually look up more, but I think it's really funny. So they said, and this is translated too from Anime Trends. It says, your anime is a lie, according to a Japanese woman. A former member of the Japanese Self-Defense Force sparked intense debate on social media by revealing the harsh reality of lesbian relationships, shattering the romantic and sweet image portrayed in Yuri in anime and manga. She said that these relationships often involve infidelity, domestic violence, emotional manipulation, stalking, and people hiding partners to toy with other feelings. She also debunked several typical tropes of the genre, like turning a straight girl with a kiss or a figure of gentle Oni-san who almost never exists. Pretty Yuri only exists on screen. Yeah, so it's just a woman coming out and just saying like, yeah, Yuri, it's just a fantasy. Nothing's like that in real life. Which, honestly, anyone could kind of judge that. Most of the stuff that's mocked up in like social media and like movies and stuff, like I don't think any of us actually sat there past like 10 to think Disney movies like, oh, that's like love, like or like we watched like things like Degrassi or that, oh, that's real life. I'm like, no, it's drama, it's dramatizing specific scenarios, situations, or making it fantasization, so this way it gets the reader or the viewer involved into the story. Which, again, I will say, going into the statistics, yeah, Days without someone comparing anime to real life. Yeah. So some of the comments are just kind of ripping into the person. Are like, what? No, really? It's just kind of funny. I thought it was kind of funny myself. Like I said, yes, we all know that like on average the scale of domestic violence does come a lot from lesbian couples. However, that does not, again, translate completely over to the fantasy. If you have to make this argument, you've already kind of lost a lot of people, because again, no one's sitting here thinking like a romance movie with like Adam Sandler and some random chick he got in for like 50 First Dates or something is gonna be like, oh, that's love. I'm like, no, that's not love. Well, it's again like look at Yaoi as an example too. Like if we're gonna talk about Yuri, look at Yaoi. Like Yaoi uses a lot of the same like tropes as Yuri does. Like character who isn't gay gets put into a situation with a potentially gay character or someone who is closeted, but somehow either A falls in love with that character or an incident happens where they're put into an awkward situation that makes both of them kind of like slowly pawn over each other. Like Yaoi has just as many tropes in that field as Yuri does. The only difference is like we're not like espousing these like connections of real life to it. Again, she's not the only one I've ever heard make this argument.
And it doesn't help the fact that a lot of fucking the fandoms are just.
Well, yeah, specifically the Yaoi Yuri fandoms are pretty toxic, but that is not again a correlation. Like again, I always tell people this: just because there is a toxic fandom or there are toxic people in fandom is not attributing that the series is bad or that the series is toxic. It's just like people.
It doesn't apply with it, but it's just the problem.
Yeah. I just think
they'll start praising the shittier Yuri and Yaoi anime, the ones.
Oh my god.
They normalize sexual assault.
I still can't believe so many people kept telling me no fucking I'm in love with the villain. This is actually a really really good anime. You should totally watch it. And I watched it. I was like, this is awful. Not just by story metrics, but I mean like actual character. Like the main character is a terrible person, but she's not as anywhere close to being as terrible as not the villainess, but the character that the anime portrays as the antagonist. She is awful.
Yeah.
Like I've never had a story legitimately make me hate someone so quickly, so fast, than whenever you find out that character's fucking backstory.
Yeah.
Like you would have to literally like put a bunch of puppies in a like bag of like a sack and then toss it over the river for me to hate someone more than I hated that character almost immediately. Like I would not recommend someone watch it, but if you're really into Yuri, I guess check it out.
Well, not unless if you want to like flush down your toilet with you being a toxic individual.
Well, I mean, like the anime itself is not toxic. It's just so.
No, like get into the toxic community.
Oh no, you can be a fan of something, but you don't have to inject yourself into the community. Like again, I for the longest time, and still to this day, I love One Piece. One Piece is a shonen that I engage with the most, and yeah, I have like basically talked with people in the community. I've joined different servers of One Piece. I even did a One Piece roleplay years ago, but I never like fully put myself in the community of One Piece. I was just in some spaces, and now I'm not in any spaces. But I'm still a fan of One Piece. You don't have to inject yourself into the said community of things. Like again, I liked My Hero Academia well enough. I had a lot of problems with it, but I never actually put myself in that community. Thank God I didn't. Same with like when I was growing up, I liked Naruto back in the day. I never put myself in that community. You can totally be into something without like legitimately like that's why I always tell people there's a difference between a fan and a fanatic. I've never been a fanatic about everything. Currently, the anime I would say I'm following the closest, and the one I'm actually reading the manga for, outside of Dorahero, is Shangri-La Frontier. I fucking love that anime and I love that manga. But I still have not actually entered in any of the spaces of Shangri-La Frontier to this day. I don't know how the community is. They could be amazing. But they could also be the most toxic people. I don't know. I just don't actually put myself in those spaces.
Nor you're not interested in it.
It just unless I like actively want to like have discussions with people about like the anime I'm enjoying, I kind of get my fill with talking with the friends I have online about anime and my roommate. Me and him talk about anime all the fucking time. Like there's like most days if we don't actually talk to each other, it's just because we're both busy. But like when we actually do meet up, like randomly, like he comes in my room, I go in his room, we just chat about like either games or anime or story structure in general.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so I thought this was pretty funny of an article. But that's kind of like my last one I got. Now we're actually getting hit into the big hitters. And I guess the first one is the best one to start out with is probably the Clannad one, because that will be probably the quicker one out of the three. So let me just find it very quick. Oh, okay, so
Oh, I know.
so this was a post that was made a while back. Now there's a bit of a backstory with this, but I'm just gonna play the actual audio with the character. So this girl basically did a reaction to Clannad, and like she decided to talk about it a bit.
Clannad? So ass, bro. I tried, man. It sucked. Extremely common bad take for me. What, Clannad? Bro, the animation made it look like a ant. God, I felt like such a pedophile watching this. Does she not look like this?
So already, just from hearing those words, she looks like an ant, and then proceeding to go, I feel like a pedophile watching this. How are those two things connected? And again, it's the hair, the cowlicks on top of the head. That's what she looks like an ant.
Ahegohe is that's what they're called. Ahegohe.
Ahegohe?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, no. So it's the Haigori on top, and the fact that she has very large eyes, like that's where she looks like a bug, like, and then like immediately transforms that into I felt like a pedophile watching it. Really, out of all the animes you could be watching, that's the one that made you like think that.
Damn.
So,
Man,
so
what random? There's something going on with this woman spitting her words out.
no, it's so what you find out is this is kind of an old stream. Like this is just her like answering questions in her stream, but this is kind of old. And she says it right here. Where is it? Let me see if I can find. I know I saved it somewhere. Fuck. Did I not save it? Oh shit! I forgot. I might have not saved it. Fuck! Really? Let me see if I can get it with because I have Permaban's like reaction to it right here. Let's see if Permaban put it on. Damn it. Okay, so I'm gonna have to look for it in a bit. But right now I'm just gonna go over it. So essentially, you find out that this clip is kind of old, and she specifically posted it. Wait, actually, let's see if it's right here. Yeah, okay, I found it. Okay, so I do have it. But anyways, she specifically posted that clip to rage bait.
So I tried watching.
Oh no, okay, that's the old one. But yeah, like she specifically reposted that to rage bait people because she knew she was gonna piss off some people, and she did it to just have people like talk about it. Because she even says like that was an old clip of me saying that, and people like wildly like got mad at me, and I thought it'd be funny if I reposted it. So she reposted it, kind of like reigniting the drama and people to kind of hate it, and she just did that specifically for the views. And so, but this time around, you actually had the Clannad character designer come out, Ichiro Hude. He says, expressed frustrations following the viral clip where the streamer Oso Mije, by the way, that's a fucking retarded name, said Clannad's designs made her feel like a pedophile. Quote, so they're trashing my art again. There are plenty of other characters with huge eyes too, yet for some reason, it's always only my characters that get criticized. Well, everyone has their own taste, so I guess it can't be helped, but still, you don't have to go out your way to say it on stream. So he's just kind of like, telling us like...
I never knew a rage bait could like literally grab an attention of the creator.
Well, I mean, yeah, like depending on what the rage bait is, like again, let's say I reshared,
piss off a group of people.
But let's take an example, right? Let's take Mr. Beast, right? Some people have said some crazy shit about Mr. Beast online over the years. Let's say I take like something someone said years ago that was kind of debunked, like the Africa and Wells situation, and I just reposted that to rage bait. I'm sure as shit wouldn't be surprised if Mr. Beast either A, commented on it, or B knew about it in some way. Because it's been something that's been debunked. Or even, let's not even use, like, again, like, go back to PewDiePie. Like him. Like, I'm sure if he reposted some of the shit he said, like, he would know about it. Or maybe even comment on it. Like, the rage bait itself isn't the issue. It's the issue isn't the fact that the creator responded. It's the fact that someone willingly did this just for the clicks and views, and just so happened to reach the actual original art designer, and she still doesn't care. Like, this situation blew up really hard overnight, and she just started getting so many comments. Like, even going back to this one, let's see. Okay, so pissed me off that people. Okay, fuck, that's not the. You know, let's go back to the one I had. Right. Oh, here it is. This is her response.
Plus, I kept that post up on YouTube. I posted that fucking clip
You
years
British?
ago. I posted it up years ago, and I was still getting hate comments on it to this day because
I don't know if she's British. I don't know if she's. She's definitely like somewhere in the EU. I just don't know where.
years ago I posted it up years
Surprised.
ago, and I was still getting hate comments on it
See, like you said, she literally posted it years ago.
to this day because it was just I posted it and I was like, well, I just know this is gonna piss people off, and it was just like the biggest rage bait ever, and I just like left it up. Now it's just reached
The
like
biggest
a new
rage
audience.
baiter
I'm
that
like,
makes you
oh,
look like the
like,
complete dumbass.
No, 100%. It makes her look fucking retarded, and her response to this, though, to the outrage, is just pathetic because it's just saying like, guys, calm down. I just re-uploaded. Like, God, why are you guys so upset? I'm like, because legitimately you.
It's like why didn't you re-upload it in the first place then? Why did you say
Again,
what?
for the clicks and views. She's just being a little pissant. Like, there's no other ifs and buts about it. She's just an asshole.
Exactly.
People are really hating on a legend because one short clip, or one video clip. Her art style made a whole generation emotional anime famous. Classic internet behavior. Clannad core is part of my journey to an anime fan. Will forever be grateful for the emotions it gave me. A stupid streamer bitch should be sued again. I don't think no. So she didn't really say that the artwork is like pedophilic. She said it made her feel that way. You have to look at the actual wording. So even though she says that, it is still her and her perception and opinion. So you can't really sue her, and she's not really being defamatory. She's just like you have to be very specific. I'm getting kind of tired of the fact that like we are now pushing into a culture where legitimately everyone was afraid to get to one day, where bigger YouTubers and even some smaller YouTuber channels are threatening to sue the smallest minute comment over anything. It's getting kind of ridiculous. Like I even forgot about this until someone reminded me. I'm Chibi, like threatened to sue people a while back, and it's just like, guys, fucking. I know you're upset. I know some people have said some horrible shit about you, but like you have to be a lot smarter than this, because you have to realize that you can use that as a threat, but like it's gonna backlash on you really, really quickly. Because then either A, your fan base...
Even your own fans are going to turn against you.
It's not even just that, right? So let's take it, right? You're either going to have the fans who take you seriously and like, oh yeah, sue them. Or you're going to have your fans who literally be like, no, don't do this. This is going to set a bad precedent, and you might even fail at doing it. You're just going to look stupid for doing it. So you have a division, and you have dividing in your fans, but then you have the people who don't like you, who are going to use this as ammo to start attacking you and making fun of you even more. It's like literally like you have a friend next to you who's like, dude, don't do it. While the other friend is like, no, go do it, fight him. And then you have the fucking like asshole bully. He's like, yeah, come on, pussy, fight me, come on, do it. Like they're goading you to do it. And then you have you, who should be a lot smarter to kind of disengage with this, but because you're allowing your ego and your emotions to run wild, you can't. I don't know. I just think like we're doing a bunch of stupid stuff right now when it comes to like again, like you have a few creators on Twitch side and on YouTube side who just keep threatening to sue each other, and it's just getting so ridiculous. I'm getting really tired of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, that's kind of like the Clannad situation. I think it's just literally this bitch just like wanted some sort of attention, and she just said that, like you said, she admitted it herself. she did it specifically to rage bait people because she knew it would. And to her credit, she was successful. She did rage bait not only the Clannad fan base, but multiple anime fan bases in general too, with her fucking retarded comments. To the point where even the actual character designer from the actual manga came out and talked about it. So hey, you got your new 10 seconds of fame. I'm hoping it was worth it.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's what I always tell people, like saying like congratulations. Rage baiting only works for so long. You can only use the method of kind of like it's essentially like tossing like incendiary grenade and like just watching the sparks fly. You know, you can only draw too many moths to the flame until eventually either A, the closest moths have already died out and the rest aren't dumb enough to get close, or they themselves just fuck off and go somewhere else. Like rage baiting can only work for so long to get you those clicks and views that you wanted. It is not a long-term strategy of getting people's attention. Even if you, let's say you do it, like you only do it every so often, like you do like a rage-based post or a hot take every so often to get some people drummed up, some like, you know, drama about you or some attention on you, that still only works for so long. Because then people are going to start remembering you for the specific things you've said that have either legitimately angered people because the comments you made were either misinformed or just completely wrong, or you're gonna get people that are gonna look at you kind of like the boy who cried wolf, because maybe they actually think maybe she doesn't actually mean what she's saying and she's just doing it specifically to piss us off. So maybe we should just ignore her. That's what's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm saying. Rage baiting just is not a long-term strategy. It's a short-term strategy for a lot of people to do, and not only that, but if you just really don't have a strong argument to go along with it, like you can make a hot take. I make hot takes all the time, but I can actually back up my shit with like actual like, you know, stances I have on something. And again, I've told the fucking Attack on Titan community that like, hey, I'm sorry to tell you this, but this anime blows chunks. It is awful. It is god awful. So much of it doesn't actually work for the actual series, and not only that, the plot is ridiculous. And I don't even just talk about ridiculous like it's hard to understand. No, it's pretty easy to understand. It's just blatantly retarded. Yeah, so... Sorry, taking a drink. That's the Clannad situation. Kind of a small one, but I still think it was kind of necessary to talk about, because I really, really hate these people who just enter these spaces and just do this shit.
Like they're not even fans. They just do it for.
I'm not gonna say that she's not a fan of anime, but it definitely feels like she's the type of person who will legitimately like look at an anime and be like, "Oh, I like this anime." I'm like, "Why do you like it?" I was like, "Oh, because it was like rated really high and popular, so I checked it out and I just liked it." I'm like, "Okay, so you're just a sheep. You're not actually going in like reading the descriptions and then watching it and trying to come to your own conclusions. You're just kind of like looking at what's popular at the time or what's mainstream, and then being like, yeah, I'll watch this and I'll probably like it." But now we get into the actual like main discussions at hand, and the first one is gonna be right here. So, actually, wait, I don't think this is the one I want to go to first. Here. Okay. So, from Anime Updates, Kadokawa's largest shareholder, activist hedge fund Oshio Management, is pushing to remove the CEO, Takashi Nakasumo, from the company. The firm accuses Kadokawa of serious governance issues, criticizing its IP strategy, financial performances, handling of acquisitions, and loss tied to 2024 cyber attack. Kadokawa's board rejected its proposal, calling parts of the criticism false and backing Nexo as an indispensable to the company's future plans. So, I'm pretty sure we did talk about this on stream. If we didn't, I know I talked about it on one of my videos, because I've talked about Kadokawa twice now. But essentially, like 10 months back, this activist hedge fund purchased 8% shares of Kadokawa, which is one of the largest anime distributor and mangas of Japan. I don't think they're the largest, but I think they're like around the fourth, and they are wildly successful. They are known as one of the best places to go for like anime. Like again, you can just go. My anime list. Here we go. So you can literally just go to fucking My Anime List and you can just see the amount of animes they have backing in their repertoire. Like again, so many famous. Like right here, just for TV alone, 401. And we got like some famous ones like Konosuba, My Dawn Rascals, Raise the She-Hero, Overlord, fucking Mushoku Tensei. Like these are some heavy hitters.
Yeah.
Like their library of anime is like bar none. Some of the most like infamous, beloved, popular, and famous animes amongst like so much. Even some of the more weaker animes like Death March here or fucking where is that? I just saw it. Hazumi no Go. Like even these have their own specific fan bases within the actual realm of anime. So when you look at Kadokawa, you're just like, holy shit, like these guys know what they're doing. Like the animation's usually pretty stellar, the voice acting's usually pretty great, and the way they handle their actual we'll get into that. But essentially, so that's that. But the reason why this is all brought up into like the health, so where is it? Oh, I got it. No, where did I put it? Okay. So Kadokawa opposes activist shareholders proposes to remove the current president and CEO. So this is from Automated Media, which we've kind of used a lot in the series because they're one of the few, like, I believe this is a Japanese English dubbed owned site. Like I think it's literally in Japan, but it's run by a bunch of like English speaking people. So that I like to use because they're pretty quick on the updates when it comes to stuff from coming out of Japan. So manga, anime, game publisher Kadokawa. Oh, I forgot to mention that they're also a game publisher. Like they own From Software. So all the Souls games come from these guys basically too. Announced on May 14th that his board of directors is decided to oppose the proposal to remove Takashi Natsuo from the current position of the company's president and CEO. The proposal came as Oshio Japan's strategic fund, owned by Hong Kong activist hedge fund Ocean Management Company, Kadokawa's largest shareholder in March of... Again, they keep saying this. That's not true. They own 8% of Kadokawa. They don't own... I believe it's 8 point... Let me just double check before I actually continue opening my mouth. Because I'm pretty... Unless they bought more shares. Hedge... Activist... Hedge... Fund... What was their name again? Yeah, okay. Oshio... I'm just gonna fucking... grab that.
Yeah.
Hedge fund... Share... Holdings... and... Kadokawa. Yeah, so right here. Oshio Management owns 8.86% of Kadokawa's stock in Kadokawa. They're saying that is one of the largest. That's not true. Sony bought 10% of them like 2 years ago. Sony is the largest holder of Kadokawa aside from Kadokawa themselves. Now, if they mean outside of Japan, that is 100% too. Like, again, let me double check. How many shares does Sony have in Kadokawa? I don't like to use the AI too much because the AI can be kind of like stupid, especially fucking Copilot from Microsoft. Let's see. That tells me the acquisition, but tell me the percentage wise. I know it's 10%. I need to confirm that with something. Yeah, okay. This gotta have it. So Sony became Kadokawa's largest holder. Let's see, working maximum IPs. September 19th. As part, yep, owning 10% of the Japanese publishing conglomerate shares. So Sony is their largest shareholder. Again, if the article means largest outside of Japan, they are correct. That hedge fund does own the largest share outside of Japan. But if they're speaking specifically entirety, including Japan, then they are completely wrong. I don't know why the fuck people. And this is the only article that does this. I've read another article that did the same thing. It's like, oh, they're the largest shareholders. And again, some people I watched kept repeating that same line. I'm like, they are not. They are not the largest shareholder. Why do you keep saying this? Like, sure, they can pull some weight around there, but 8% of a company still means you have to deal with the other like 91 point whatever percent of people. Sorry, tangent. Who argue that there are serious issues with the internal governance of the company, and cited several concerns, including with what previously as Kadokawa having a quality over quantity approach to the IP creation. We will actually get into that because again, this is some other people's complaint too. Why some fans of who are Kadokawa fans but are actually upset with the president themselves have this similar complaint, and the steep decline in the earnings per share during the Natsumo appointment. The fund has also raised concern of the goodwill impaired at the anime studio Dongo Kubo and Kadokawa acquired in 2024, and the losses suffered from the company following the 2024 cyber attack, among others. So, Kadokawa is not without its faults. There have been several controversies that have come out with the actual company. And some of these concerns, I can totally see why people would be like, maybe we need a change in presidency. But I think people are literally overlooking the good and the actual good things that the president and the actual company has done over the years, more so than the actual bad. Like, typically, especially if it's current news, people like to look at the more current events that's happening in a situation more so than what's happened in the past. I don't like using this completely as an argument, but it's like basically looking at America and saying, yeah, America's fucked up because of all these things we've done. And I'm like, right, but you're looking specifically at our current issues we've done in our country rather than every other good thing we've done throughout the entirety of our creation. So when you actually look at it from that scale,
Dilla,
yeah, what's up?
is your voice okay?
I'm about to take a drink. Thank you. Is that when I talk too much, it starts like weighing on me?
Yeah.
Well, you can talk too, mister. He's gonna say, Dula, shut the fuck up. I'm like, okay.
No. What?
You can just tell me to shut up, and then you can like chime in with something. Come on.
No.
Oh my god. But anyways, yeah.
I'm not gonna disrespect you like that.
You know, I don't see it as disrespect on. It's fine. But yeah, so we can kind of get into like what some people have actually said, because again, some people actually wanted the president to be removed. And the first thing we kind of get into is what they mean right here when they said, where was it? Let's scroll up. Yes, the quality over quantity. And the reason why they're bringing up this issue is because Kadokawa has been kind of delving into other things. And that what I mean is not all manga has to be from Japan. Major manga publisher Kadokawa looks for new manga artists overseas amidst labor shortage. So they've been having some issues lately. Japan has been having issues with like kind of like labor, and not just in the field of manga creation or animation, but in all sectors. Because, well, you kind of look at the low birth rates and everything. Like every country's dealing with that. But specifically in Japan, they're not able to keep their artists on payroll as long as they want them to be. Specifically because many artists would prefer bringing freelancers and work for different companies as a freelancer rather than sign on to a specific company and work for that company extensively. Which, again, I can't fault anyone for doing that. The problem is, rather than like actually pushing to invest more in Japanese artists and animators, Kadokawa's idea was to open up their doors and look worldwide for more people to enter the field of entering into their company and being artists, animators onto their field, and even maybe greenlighting some shows from these people around the world. Essentially, like, you can find some fucking India sitting on the ground, like, taking a shit, and they're like, hey, would you want to be an anime artist? Well, I mean, that's kind of what they're doing. They're literally going searching, and they've actually implemented a kind of like a event where like you can like actually it's like a competition where you're entering in your own work, like maybe like you're doing like a draft of like a quick short comic strip or something, and they're looking over your work and they're seeing, you basically vote on which one you like more, and it moves up on the rankings. And then these people will actually maybe even potentially get like a show or join into the actual positions in like high positions in Kadokawa's like studio. So they're starting to do more things like that. The problem is many people don't actually want that. Like fans specifically of Kadokawa and like anime in general don't want um, outside like outside people from different countries coming into that space and starting to work for them. They prefer if they actually put more money towards locating more Japanese artists and creators than looking outside of the actual like Japanese in-home house.
Because I'll no longer be from Japan.
Well, because that's the whole point. There's actually been a move, like especially on places like X, saying like keep anime and manga Japanese. Like that's been a push a lot lately because it's not just Kadokawa. Other companies have actually said it. Sony has said something similar. Crunchyroll is talking about doing the same thing, but they're not completely Japanese. In fact, I don't think they are at all. But Crunchyroll has basically stated things that they want to do that like too. I know A1.
I mean, look at Hardcore and Spice.
Yeah, but that's what
That's
what I mean. Like, so people don't want that. So recently, Kadokawa announced that the results of the This is what they're talking about. The Wordless World Manga Contest, featuring over 1,000 entries from 100 different countries. The goal of the contest is to promote Japanese manga and discover up and coming manga artists from all over the globe. In a recent interview with OK News, members of the Kadokawa's overseas manga additional team shared that their goals of the worldwide expansion emphasizes on necessary of broadening the talent pool of manga authors in Japan and overseas. So, due to the population of the digital comics of recent years, the number of supply points that manga has drastically increased compared to the past. However, there aren't enough manga artists to meet the demands of the market. In addition, our editorial teams have urgently taken the task of scouting talented newcomers, said Risa Tomase. Now, here comes the next problem with this. So while they're doing this, right, Kadokawa a couple years ago said they wanted to change how they did anime. And what they wanted was they want to release, like, I forgot the actual number, but they wanted to have an ungodly number of animes released per year. That meant that they had to stretch their team out so far, but so thinly, that these people's entirety of their workload would be dealt on, like, you would have like one animator working on like 5 different animes. So that's what people are talking about when they say like, hey, you're doing quantity over quality. We prefer if you actually pull back a bit and decide to work on like a few animes and just make those really, really good. Typically, I agree with this point, and I still do. My problem is the fact that like, I don't know exactly what Kadokawa's team is thinking of when they're doing this. I don't know if they truly think that this is going to work in the long term. I think they're thinking too short term. Well, it's like think about it, right? Let's say you are, let's say you're trying to enter into the field of being an artist, right? Do you think you can handle like working on like even 3 different animes and within like the short time that they had to, if they have their own, because you think about it, they have their own release schedules, deadlines, and typically animes don't get pushed back unless it's absolutely necessary. Like, they're not like game releases. They literally have a set schedule they have to apply by, because we do everything in animation and set by seasons. So you have like, 1 year will have like literally spring, summer, winter, fall. Like, that's how it is. So you said, okay, we want this anime to come out in spring of 2026. So you have this long to work on it and make sure you get it done by this point in time. Mm-hmm. Now multiply that by whatever ridiculous number they want to do, because they're like expanding it.
This is like how Atari did back in the early 80s, that they just care about quality and not quantity.
Wait, no, you mean reverse that? They cared about quantity and not quality?
Yeah.
Yeah, because remember, quantity is the amount.
Because the way, especially when ET was developed, The guy, it was only worked by one guy, and he only had like 6 weeks to develop on it, and that's like literally not enough time.
Yeah, no, that's so why the game was like fucking as bad as it was. Like that's why like every other fucking like the starting position was just falling down holes.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's ridiculous and it's a big ask, especially from your team that's already stretched so thin. And again, as I just showed like a bit ago, Kadokawa's like list of enemies are great, but like if you keep spreading your team so thinly, even with you looking for new talents outside of like Japan, it's not like that's gonna fix it. All you're doing is putting a band-aid on something that requires you to actually go in and like alter and change things from the ground up. But yeah, so that's one of people's kind of issues. Another one is what happened back in 2021. So Kadokawa president apologizes, takes pay cut for comments about censoring manga. So this is the same guy that they wanted to kind of like, you know, remove as CEO and president of Kadokawa. So essentially what he did, Takashino only took over the president and CEO publishing film and cross media company Kadokawa in late June, but he has already found himself in hot water for his remarks about censorship related to anime. On July 21st, Nakasuma took part in a conversation and Alabama TV about whether photos of Gavavan idols, essentially bikini models, were appropriate for in manga magazines targeting boys and men. His comments, however, focused on the prevalence of extreme sexual content in manga and how he thought publishing standards needed to renovate in this digital age. He refers to the fact that many manga wouldn't pass the standards of Google and Apple, which he's not exactly wrong with how Google and Apple has been lately, but that's beside the point. Authors, creators, net users immediately slammed Nasur for his remarks, and representative of the Japanese video sharing web platform Nikido, owned by the Kadokawa subsidiary Dawago, also assured the public that there were no plans to censor content on the platform. So, because of his comments in this interview, people legitimately thought that Kadokawa was going to be moving to start censoring their own animes. And again, as I showed you, some of their fucking manga and animes are things like Mushoku Tensei and Konosuba, which, I don't know if you know this, those are pretty explicitly sexual in some moments.
Oh, straight up. Well, not the entire anime, but
not the entire anime, but like again, like literally go to Konosuba. There's literally a scene where fucking like in the OVA, like Kazuma's having Megumi and Miyu stripped down individually by playing rock paper scissors.
Yeah.
He's having Darkness literally do squats, push-ups, and planking for his amusement in nothing but a skin-tight outfit.
Yeah.
This is what I mean. Like, you can't really say like, "Oh, we're gonna censor that." I'm like, how are you gonna censor that? Like, literally in the next OVA that came up after.
If you censor it, this. I'm like, nah, dude. Nah, that.
Well, like
why even censor it?
Well, like, so I can understand the viewpoint of like wanting to pull back on too much explicit sexuality, but like my thing is always like, you have to look at it individual. You have to literally look at it from a case by case basis, like, right? So let's say you have an anime like Konosuba, where a lot of the debauchery and like sexual content is within the actual realms of the joke and the humor of the series. It placates itself with that, so that is fine. I don't have no problem with that. It's something like, let's say you had to see, like, let's say. I don't think people would be too happy if they saw Lucky Star doing shit like that. But that's what I'm saying. But it's not. That's the thing. Like, the again, made by the same creator. There's a series called Combatants Will Be Dispatched. Hilarious show, hilarious anime, great. That show, that anime is somehow even more explicit with its sexual content over than Konosuba. Like, he like literally said, "What if I made Konosuba but 20 times more raunchier and fucked up?" Like, legitimately, there's a scene where like so he has things called evil points because he's part of a galactic evil federation where like they're trying to take over the entirety of the universe. So he as a combatant gets sent to another world where his job is to find weaknesses inside the kingdom and slowly either influence it, for this way they can join the Galactic Federation, or so this way he can have it so this way they can come and conquest it later. So to get things and items he needs to do evil deeds, which garner him evil points. So this way he can ask for like provisions, weapons, ammunition, things like that, right? So literally, some of the things he does is like lifting girls' skirts up and seeing their panties, or touching their boobs, or threatening them
Yeah,
of
the
like
usual perverted shit.
really perverted. Like literally, like the one scene is him running around the town saying he's gonna show these girls his secret snake in his pants. No, what's even better is the fact that one girl was like, "Oh no, no, I don't want to see your snake." He's like, "Yeah, I'm about to show you my snake." He's like, "Please don't take me behind the alley and show me your snake." And he goes, "Wait, what?" He's like, "Yeah, don't whip it out right here in front of me and see. Let me see how big your snake is." And he's like, "Whoa, this is getting somewhere I'm not really comfortable with." And she's like going really deeper, like saying he's gonna do all these horrendous things to her, and he looks so fucking embarrassed. And what makes it worse is like the heroine of the show like comes around the corner, is like, "Oh, please continue to tell me all the things you're gonna do to this girl," and he's just like, "No." No, 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 no. Believe me, I wasn't gonna do it. It's great. I highly recommend Combatants Will Be Dispatched. It's just fucking funny.
What's it called?
Combatants Will Be Dispatched.
Okay.
It is hysterical. I honestly think it's funnier than Konosuba. You have to give me a moment. My dog is whining. I think she wants to go outside. So I will be right back. So entertain everyone.
I think I'm gonna have to get something too.
Okay, I have returned. What I missed? What you talking about? Okay, he is muted. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, were you muted this whole time?
Yes, I was muted the whole entire time. I had to go to. I had to get something.
Okay. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't mean to leave you guys alone. I thought Bruno would be here to keep you company. But apparently Bruno doesn't like you guys.
No, it's just like I said. I just got back from.
I know. But yeah, so Kadokawa will follow up with the news of the release of July 27. stating that while Natsume remarks were made in an individual capacity, they were inappropriate to in light of his position within the company and do not. What's up?
Continue reading because my mom's calling me, so
All right, yeah.
you should like call me through the phone, but
All right, go ahead.
I'm just mute.
You're good. All right, so anyways, inappropriate in light of the position of his company and do not reflect the future course of the actions. Natsume is now deeply reflecting and will take a 20% cut in his pay for 3 months in August through October. So that was like a post they made, and again, this is back in 2021, so it's been a while. But people like to actually use this as an example currently as to why he should be removed. And again, I'm not just talking about the actual hedge fund that like tried to remove him. I talk about actual anime viewers, because so if we can actually go to this, so just here, they were a big fan of Natsuru, but no chance. Whoever Oshi is and Sony had their minds on the corporation replace him would be better. Didn't know he also drew a fire of his own fellow executives and tried to force censorship in Western standards a few years back. Again, this guy specifically is talking about what we just read. Oshi manages one of Kimi Oda's Western enemies, the two visible actors of Japan's for impact. Didn't Toshiro call for the censoring of manga and anime because of supposed over-sexualization in 2021? Again, this is what I'm talking about. People keep bringing up this example. And I say people, like, let's see, Parato's web novels, what we were just talking about with the competition. Guess what? Oshi Mazu gonna replace the CEO with someone from the West who knows nothing about and destroy every single... And again, I agree with things like that. But, like, basically, they brought it in, launched a cyber attack, and then tried to steer the company. He called us failures and falling in life itself. Fire him. My feelings are hurt. Yeah, this is the new usual situation, worse than the consequences. Well, this guy is one of the people who caused the decline of Nico Nico Dogu in the past, Japanese only steering programs, and the people were him. We're gonna get into this one later, but like this is what I'm talking about. The people are divided, and it's not just this article. If we actually go to, where is it? If we actually go right here, we'll actually talk about. Kadokawa said the leaders would not be removing boss despite the activist shareholders wanting to oust him from the major meeting in June 24, 2026. The activist shareholders who own the largest stake in the company say, again, Pirate Nation, how are you fucking this up, dude? They are not the largest holders. Companies argue it was wrong to remove Natsuru because he has divided group in the 2021 boosting sales of books, anime, games, and helped company respond quickly in 24 cyber attack. On the same day, Kadokawa shared a new plan for 2026 to 2031 that aims to strong sales and profits by 2031. The leaders believe Natsuru must stay executive. Oshiman's sole purpose to reshape the companies and increase shareholders' value, by the way. They're kind of scum. Cyber 2026 makes fun of fucking terrible. Well, damn, travel back in time and tell me the news. Drink time.
Yeah. Yeah. Sip, sip, sip.
I need to continue. I've not been Cyberpunk 2077. I had a day of I was playing it. I had a game-breaking bug that ruined my fun so much that I just stopped playing it, and I've never gone back. I heard the game is way better now, but like I was playing it like day of launch, and my game-breaking bug made it so this way I literally sunk into the ground, and I couldn't leave.
Yeah, understandable.
I did have a save state for like back 2 hours, but I was not willing to like have a chance of like getting fucked up by a bug like that again. I'm not personally happy with the share companies like this, but it seems more and more of them lately. If these shareholders don't like it, then they can always sell their shares. Very dumb with the shareholders. Yeah, so this one's a bit more positive, but they're mostly talking about like the shareholders are shitheads rather than the actual company president is like bad. But like I was showing it before, people are kind of divided on it. Not exactly in this category is shooting not in the foot near the shotgun, but not as retarded as. Okay. Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. Holy shit, some of these comments. I'm scrolling back up. Did you see any of those?
Did I see what?
I said, did you see any of those? Hey, welcome to the stream, Kiru. Yeah, whoa. I'm in the Matrix. But yeah, got a new look, got a new design, got my PMG working and everything. Hope you like it. I do need to fix it with the live chat later, but I'll do that like I said, like later. I think I know how to fix it. But yeah, we're just talking about Kadokawa right now. Japanese manga anime distributor and actually like owner from software, so actually distributor of games too. A while back, their president was almost ousted by the second largest shareholder of the company, which is a Chinese hedge fund company. But yeah, so that's kind of like the general gist of it. Like I said, Kadokawa has some issues. Like, again, people aren't liking the fact that they are legitimately like opening their doors up to kind of everyone now with competitions like this. They don't like the fact that they're bringing in like out of like country animators, while they can actually look for more animators in house. They're not happy with the past statements by the president, and they're not happy the fact that there was a cyber attack that happened not too long ago that kind of like screwed over a lot of their employees, that made them lose their sensitive data. But people are kind of like mixed on that one, because the company president was quick to react and find a solution, so this way he can like at least prevent more people's data from getting like taken. But the fact that, again, it's always going to be the fault of who's over in charge when something like that happens. So it's hard to really put a blame on them. It is, because sometimes you just cannot expect it to happen. The problem is if it repeatedly happens. Again, if Crunchyroll, for instance, had just one cyber attack, right, ever, and it was that one time, I'm like, okay, that sucked. What are you gonna do now? But the reason why people get mad at places like Crunchyroll is because they've had several in the past few years. Same thing with Sony. People are mad at Sony because they just haven't had one cyber attack. They've had several cyber attacks on their actual infrastructure and their service for their games.
Forget about the PSN hack.
Well, but that's what I'm saying. Like, the reason why Kadokawa, to my knowledge, has only ever had the one large cyber attack, and you can't. I don't think there's ever been a company that's been in tech or has an online market that hasn't had one incident happen like this to them. There is no. We don't have a Fort Knox, okay, online. People are going to find a way to get through your system, and people are going to find a way to take your information. The best way you can do is not to prevent it completely, is to mitigate it. And I think Kadokawa has been doing a good job about that. I think the response was quick, and I think he did a good job. Again, I don't know an extreme amount about the actual president from Kadokawa, but it seems like his people are backing him enough with this kind of plan they got going. So their plan is for anime. Their plan for anime is currently going from 2026 to 2031. So we just kind of have to see if that plan succeeds. But yeah, Bruder, after talk about everything, any final thoughts?
No.
Brutal?
No, I'm here. I said no. That's about it.
Come on, you gotta have more than that. You don't have anything you want to say?
Oh, you said you were going to get more into the more interesting stuff.
I mean, that's kind of like the end of the subject.
But there's more.
Well, there's more to talk about, but that's Kadokawa. That's the end of Kadokawa.
I agree with everything you said.
Okay. I think this is going to be the one where we talk about the most. So I'm just going to close out of these. The fuck was this one? Oh, right. I did forget one more. So this kind of happened. I wanted to mention this, but I actually did forget about it.
43, that's young.
Yeah. Tokihiro Fujio dead at 43. He was the voice actor for Kurogiri from My Hero. And there was actually a mess up that happened. I believe this too, but because it was a missing translation, let's see if I can't find it. I know I saved it. Did I not save this? Did I put it here? Dude, how did I fuck that up?
Oh, think before you sleep. Oh my god.
Yeah, these are some of the ones I didn't never actually got up. Okay, so anyways, so he passed away at 43. Japanese voice actor Toru Fujimori, known for his roles widely as the series including My Hero Academia and Berserk. He was actually Oh my god, I'm forgetting the name. I want to call him Pipsqueak, but it was not Pipsqueak. Oh, excuse me.
I like you're drunk.
What the fuck is that called? Band of the Hawk. Band of the Hawk members. Oh shit! Almost dropped that. Yeah, okay, it was Pippin. So he was the Silent Warhammer character. He was like the large guy. He was just like the nice big guy of the group. He had many lines in the original series, but he was a nice character. Man, he died out. He died like a champ though. Self-sacrifice. Always appreciate those type of characters. But yeah, kind of like not even like a controversy or drama, but the translation kind of messed up when his death was announced, and people thought he was the voice actor for. People thought the voice actor for Kenpachi Zaruo, the Kenpachi everyone knows, passed away. But no, he played a Kenpachi from Bleach, not the Kenpachi. Yeah, so people thought literally the voice actor Kenpachi died, and like when he found out, he was like, "Wait, what the fuck? I died? What?" So people, it was just like funny, but like it's kind of sad. Like again, he isn't the only voice actor that's died recently. I haven't saved here, but I'm saving it for a quick video. I'm gonna be doing it because I want to talk about her. But sadly, Wakano Yamazuki, the voice actor best known for Ran Mori in the Detective Conan series, passed away. I'm gonna be talking about this for my video. It's the video that's gonna be going out within the next couple of days. I fucking love Ran. If anyone knows Case Closed, that's the English translation for Detective Conan. Her name is Rachel Moore in that series. In that adaptation for the English dub, she is one of the first female characters I actually like ever fell in love with. I loved her so much in the series. Detective Conan is one of the first series I actually actively watched. Like, there's like I think over 1,200 episodes for Detective Conan right now, and it spans like over 43 movies. Like the series is large. It is extremely popular in Japan. Like for a moment, we didn't actually have access to it here in the States. Like we had Case Closed up until episode 52, I believe. But then the actual dubbing company, I think it was Osha who was doing it. Oh no, it was Funimation, I believe. Stopped. I think because of the actual lack of popularity it had, and they weren't even showing the Japanese subtitle over here. So you had to actually go on like pirated sites to watch it. That's how I did it, and I watched it up until episode 300. I stopped because most detective shows you can kind of like understand the process of what the crime is from the villain. Like as soon as you see,
predictable.
yeah, it becomes predictable, and the hook with Detective Conan is the fact that Shinichi or Jimmy Kudo, the main character, is a high school detective, brilliant mind, and an organization shrinks him down, but they believe it killed him, but it didn't. It just made him small. So now he's on the hunt to find these guys in black, to find the actual chemical compounds he needs to only get his body back to normal size, but to then also bring these.
Like he's like a actual smart kid, but
yeah, he's a smart kid. Like he's a brilliant high school detective. Like that's his thing. His dad is a mystery writer, and his mom's a famous actress. But yeah, so but like there have been, of course, episodes that focus on the plot of him like getting closer to finding things about the organization, but ultimately those are like spread out by like every like 20 to even like 30 episodes at a time to have that plot continue. So that means you have to watch like 30 to 40 episodes of like other things happening, like him solving other crimes, part of the detective group. How's everyone today? I'm doing great, hon. How are you? Got me some jasmine green tea, unsweetened. It's not bad. I actually tried green tea.
yeah, I'm doing fine.
I tried this company's green tea, unsweetened. It was so fucking bitter. It was so bad. I could not drink it. I mean, I drank it all because I don't like wasting any food or drinks. But it was just so fucking bitter that I just could not stomach it. I had to like nurse it, and it took me like I think like 3 hours to finish it. That's how bad it was. This is still a little bitter, but it's got like a nice like sweet aftertaste afterwards.
Yeah. I just tried Jack Daniels for the first time.
Everything you every moves, I feel like you're doing it playing a tiny violin. I see. Let me play you my. Oh, let me play you a sad song on the world's smallest violin. Oh, Mr. Krabs, please take this seriously. I am being serious. This is the world's tiniest violin. See? Yeah. So those are two deaths that happened roughly around the same time period. Very sad. I don't know what the plan is going forward with Detective Conan. I don't know if they were already kind of so what I'm gonna be talking about in the video. You actually find out that she actually stepped down and did a small hiatus from her role as Ran, and during that time she was actually receiving treatment for her illness. The problem was, as the articles I've read about it, no one knew about her illness outside of her family and the people she was closest working with. And two, the illness she had, while not disclosed what it was, the treatment she was receiving for it wasn't having really an effect on her. They were hoping it was going to take effect soon, but it just wasn't. And I guess by the time the time they decided to like switch up the dosage or anything, she passed away. It's sad, it sucks, but like it's one of those things you kind of have to take sometimes. Like I said, I'm gonna go about it. I'm talking about my video, but like I'm just, I hate it. She was an amazing voice actor for that character. But yeah, so that's kind of it for Kadokawa. Kadokawa, my bad. So now we hit to one of the bigger stories that happened recently, and I mean like this has gotten really ridiculous. So, as we talked about a while back, the writer for Gachiakuta, Kiriura, has deleted her X/Twitter profile after blocking a certain amount of individuals for criticizing her recent comments and online behavior. Her account appears to have been deactivated. This comes hours after Gachiakuta won 3 awards earlier today. Ooh, it is raining.
It's been raining here. You know what's funny?
What's up?
It was not. While I was out of town and like near the southern border, it wasn't even raining. And then as I come back, in my area, it's been raining for like the past few days. And
oh yeah, I heard from another friend in Texas that it has been raining nonstop over there by you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we are just now starting to get some rain, which is good because we were going through a small drought. Like we went through a small drought like 2 years ago. And then this year we were going through another small drought where we weren't getting any rain. But now we are getting rain, which is really good. The problem is we're not getting rain fast enough to kind of refill a lot of the ponds and puddles, well ponds and small creeks that the drought took out like 2 years ago. So hopefully we start getting some massive amount of rain showers this summer to kind of refill those places up, because I feel so bad because those places, like especially one pond that's near my work, it housed so many like nice turtles and all the fish that were right there and the frog. It was so beautiful. I loved it. But now it's like almost all gone. There's like a third of what it was.
Yeah, I hope there's no hurricanes in your area because.
No, I pray for no hurricanes, but like I do pray for more rain.
Like not only my state has tornadoes, but also has fucking hurricanes too.
Which is weird, because doesn't Texas not usually get a lot of hurricanes?
Well, I mean, it is bordering an ocean.
That's true. But anyways, let's get back on the top.
Well, not as much as Florida, but at the same time, the hurricanes can be pretty deep.
Yeah, well, that's because we're literally on all sides of oceans but one. Like, we're almost a complete archipelago. That's why. But anyways, let's continue. So, as we spoke about last time, the author from Gachiakuta was receiving some kind of... was receiving a lot of, like, annoying fan comments online because they kept asking her questions like, hey, are you a lesbian? Hey, are you non-binary? Hey, are you going to make this character trans? Hey, this character's trans, right? And she was getting so frustrated with her Western audience.
Yeah. I always hate when it's always the fan to say, like, oh, this character is queer-coded. This character is black-coded. This character is lesbian. I hate this whole coded. I hate the word coded.
No, I agree with you, but the problem here is... initially it was just fans.
Like when they say coded, that's like a sign of you saying that yeah, you're just headcanon. Don't bullshit me. You're just fucking
No, 100%. But like that's what I mean. But like initially, it was just fans being annoying online and their social medias, like on places like on Instagram, like barraging with this. And some people are saying like, well, she shouldn't have opened herself to the Western audience. I'm like, she didn't know. Like a lot of these Japanese animators who are doing this and artists, they literally want to talk and get to know more about their fans outside of Japan. And so she was actually wanting to be like, hey, I'm gonna hold like a couple of live streams on Instagram. Y'all can come chat with me. It was naivety, but that's because they really don't know how the West is with some of its people. So she got hit with so many people
especially,
like,
and not only that, but the people from South America too, especially.
well, yeah, from like places like Brazil and stuff. I know, but that's what I'm saying.
I cannot stand those damn Brazilians, man.
I agree. I mean, they got their bootylicious like Latinos and stuff, but still. But like anyways, that all happened like I want to say like 3-4 months ago. So that took place. The actual like kind of harassment never stopped, but it was mostly just focused on more people like accusing her of being like transphobic or the fact that she is non-binary because
Or
of how she
bigot.
looks. Yeah, exactly. People kind of
or any other buzzword that
right, but that's all it kind of was, and she was just kind of ignoring it to the most part. But then
because
something.
because she doesn't even know what those terms even mean.
It's not that she
because
doesn't know what those terms mean. Is the fact that literally it's we're used to it. We're numb to when people call some other people racist or bigot or transphobic for any other reason.
Because they come because they're not Westerners, and like them they're not as idiotic as the Westerners' way of thinking.
But it's not even just the fact that they're not as idiotic. Is that they're not just used to the fact that those terms are being tossed around the way they are. So when you hear someone say, "Oh, you're a racist," her immediate reaction is like, "Wait, what are you talking about? How? What? Why?" And it's like I'm like, you don't know. You should not engage with that person. Just ignore them. But anyways, so the issue here though,
it's just them. It's just those people like just degrading the term of its original definition.
right? But to us, like we know it's been degraded. To her, many Japanese authors are now starting to understand. Oh, when my Japanese fan base say don't talk with the Western fan base, I now understand why they told me not to.
Yeah.
But like so, anyways, so the issue becomes, she's been hit with all that, but she's been doing a good job of ignoring it up until something happened. So, a while back, Gachiakuta fans are harassing the mangaka for liking a silly cosplay because apparently using vegetables and a representation of dreads is racist or something. Seriously, this is how it's a. So what happened was she liked a Instagram like reel that someone made, and I guess she saw where this guy put leaks in his hair to represent a character that he was like cosplaying from her series. So because she liked it, many of those people who have been like, talking to her about all this shit and saying like, oh, is this character so and so and so and so, saw this and immediately thought, wow, that's racist. How dare you like basically like something that this guy's doing, because what he's doing is completely racist. So because of that, she started getting slammed by so many people online to the point where she deactivated her account. Like before she deactivated her account, she started to block, and she started doing a huge blockchain of anyone that was making anywhere close to being an insinuation like that.
Well, yeah. Normally, when it's a lot of Westerners who do mass blocking, that's mean that they're just soft. But in this case, it's not that.
The problem is, like, again, I get the idea of blocking them, but she started seeing such an influence.
No. Like I'm saying, like if it's a Western person that just does a mass blocking because they say some absolute stupid shit, then yeah, that's a sign that they're really fucking soft. But if it's the case for like a manga author like this, they're not soft. It's just fucking harassment.
Oh yeah, it's like I said,
because there'll be times where they'll be dealt with death threats for over the most stupidest shit that these motherfucking Westerners think.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, so she started mass blocking them, but she started seeing so much of an influx of new people commenting and just like attacking her for like the entirety of it, and like her, and then they started bringing up her past. Like, remember, like I told you, like how people started calling her racist because the live action stage play of Gachiakuta like didn't actually have like black people playing the black characters. They had Japanese people because this is taking place in fucking Japan.
Yeah.
So people started calling her racist, even though she's not a part of the actual live stage show at all. All they did was ask her, "Hey, can we use Gachiakuta for a live stage show?" And she just said yes. So because of that, they see it. Oh, she must be connected to it. Again, this is the line of thinking these people have. But yeah,
Yeah,
so
especially with that dumbass fucking Tony Weaver Jr. God, I hate that motherfucker.
but that's what I'm saying, right? So immediately she was already being called racist for that. You add this now.
Because I know you already seen some of his retarded ass videos.
Yeah, I don't want to get into that. But yeah, so you had that happen, then you had this on top of it, and so she's trying to block these people, but like it's coming in waves that she just can't handle. So she just says, "Fuck it, it's not worth it," and deletes her account. And so she even before she deletes her account, she says like, "Guys, if you guys need to reach me for anything or actually want to talk to me, I'll still have my Instagram, but I'm not doing this on X anymore." So do you know what happened? Those
Yeah, of
assholes
course.
said, "Hey, let's go fuck with her on Instagram now." Let's see if I can't
Of
find
course,
it.
it's gonna be the people with pronouns in their bio
So literally,
who think that they're being very inclusive and this and that, when
so
they're
yeah.
sort of the biggest assholes ever.
So here's some of the actual comments. So you have, "Yo, it's kind of my first time seeing my Magica deactivate Twitter. I feel so young and new." The Gachiakuta animator, "I'm tired of, can we unnormalize saying slurs?"
Kind of ironic because it's always the people who get offended by using words that they think it's slurs for them.
Yeah. By the way, I support what Kechitu has done. Kai Ura deserves a talking to about her behavior with the black community.
Oh man, you gotta look at that person's profile.
Oh no, I see their profile.
They have pronouns in the Free Palestine bullshit.
I know. But this is what I'm talking about, and that's not even just that. So you have this this one right here. So half of your entire fan base need I remind you why the show?
Non-binary Zyka? What the hell?
Yeah,
What is it with these people coming up with? These
because they
terms?
have to let you know what they're about. First place got
Oh,
you
yeah,
was
click on that person's face. Click on that person's face. I'm like, no, like on the right, in the bottom right.
well, which one? Right here?
Yeah. Is that what they look like?
I don't know, but again, I don't think this person is like. So on the side note, do educate me if I said anything wrong and offensive here. I'm not black myself, so I might not fully comprehend how terrible black people are treated. But that does not mean I want to remain ignorant about the injustice black people face on a daily basis.
What the? Oh my god.
And just continue. Kira is generally one of the most ignorant people I've ever seen. How are y'all going to block your fans or demographic that is
Fuck
your?
fan.
Because again, she started blocking her fans. Now,
No, but those people were telling her this bullshit. You know, they're
Well,
not her fans. They just
so the reason why you still have to use the word fan is just because someone's a piece of shit doesn't mean they weren't a fan of your work or still is a fan of your work. So you can't really say you could probably call them fake fans, but like it's still like I understand the reason why he's tagging it that way. But again, he's still an idiot for this. Like demographic that is not your own mind for an opinion that this way treated the chosen. Talk to her about demographic of your included of your own manga. IDGAF, what everyone has to say. Kaya is being Asian doesn't give her the right to disrespect or disregard other POC. Like I'm a South Asian, I'm not hard to have respect for our other cultures. Again, this is all because she liked a fucking Instagram reel. So many of these people started harassing her on her X account, and so you had the actual animators from Gachiakuta. So This person right here says, "Go fuck yourself, all you weird ass Gachiakuta fans. Kia is an awesome mangaka who was so kind and interactive with her fandom so much, but you weirdos all ruined it with the consistent harassment over gender/sexual stuff and stealing her artwork, then calling it your own. Keep your trans BS to yourself and stop trying to force it on everyone else. Just because she disagreed with the things y'all are pushing, Western fans are, as usual." Doesn't make it her doesn't make her a hater of it. Fucking hell, I hate Western fans so fucking much. This is stupid bullshit being spread these days. Stop calling everything racist for fuck's sake too. My god, you people are pathetic as fuck. Fuck y'all. Fucking based. I love it.
Yeah.
Comes down and lays the hammer. But she wasn't the only one that spoke up. You also had the actual graffiti artist that helped create some of the designs with the Gachiakuta author. So you can see this guy's fucking talented.
Oh damn.
No, this guy's amazing. So she a lot of the character design she worked with, he assisted in. Like, he's not actually working on the manga, but he helped create some of the actual, like, he inspired and helped create some of the designs. So he came out and defended her and saying, like, y'all fucked up for doing this. I can't believe it. Like, she's such a great person. Like, y'all suck ass. You know, he basically was defending her and supporting her 100%. He then started getting it from these people. So now he has deactivated his account. Says it right here. Yesterday. Guess I'll delete it too, huh? It's not even fun anymore. No matter how much I share all sorts of stuff here, if there's never no one to appreciate it, there's no need to report it either. So he deactivated his account. I actually made a post about this. I made 2 posts.
It's always an epidemic of manga creators just.
Oh, it's gonna keep growing because these people are like literally like here. I'll actually go to my shit.
It's always it's not only from like from fucking North America. It's from fucking South America too, like fucking Argentina, Chile, and especially fucking Brazil.
So I say right here, right, as a response to his post, I said, the Gachiakuta graffiti artist Hideyoshi Aodori, who came out in support of the author of the series after she was harassed by a bunch of pathetic Westerners, deleted his X account as well. He stated that it's not even fun anymore. It's just so fucking frustrating to see such a talented person like him leave the platform because given the time, those who attacked Kyoza will just turn their attention to his social medias and start harassing him and his work. What's even sadder is the fact that this isn't even the end. Those same freaks are already following Kira on her Instagram. They're not stopping anytime soon. Kira is just one of the latest Japanese authors that have been targeted by these Western troglodytes who have been infecting the otaku communities and spaces. We need to gatekeep anime and manga harder.
Yeah.
And then
I wouldn't be surprised that these dumbasses would be sucking dick for fucking bit.
I don't know, which kind of annoys me because, like, again, those I don't know if Bit would actually be against it or not. I don't know the person as well as you do. But like, this is something someone actually said. So this I've seen this person's post several times. I've responded to a few, but this person, fucking Starlight Moondust, says the others should just work her arts and let the fans do the rest. If the fans say that her characters are trans or gays, then the artist works to make them the way the fans want. Yeah, so I literally said, sure, let's just let fans alter and change character despite the fact that the writer has already established or written out what the character's personality traits, background, their purpose, or progression in the story. Who cares about internal consistency when you can have representation? What an insufferable individual. I wanted to say what an insufferable bitch, but like I was like, nah, you know what? I don't need to go that level. But I will say it here, what a stupid fucking bitch.
How many fucking I wonder if they start buying the fucking likes.
Like, again, if I replied to them saying like, "Oh, okay, so I want her characters to become straight, and I want them to all be hardcore like fucking gun supporters." Would you be okay with that? You know, if I got enough people to back me and say like, "Yeah, let's all do that." Do you think it'd be nice if the fans said that?
No.
Exactly. It's the laziest like things. Like, we should change things how the fans want. I'm like, so then you're saying majority rule should be the way that sway people. So then, if I have a majority rule that says the opposite of what you're saying, then by your own logic, we must then abide by that. But yeah, so she's gone. I'm gonna make a video on this too, talking about the situation because it's just completely ridiculous. Like again, this author does not deserve at all the amount of hate she's getting.
Yeah.
She has literally made a. We've only in the first season of Gachiakuta. It's getting a season 2, but like, I'd be shocked if she is willing to continue from this. There have been actual authors who have been like, you know what? Again, like the one we talked about last time, fucking
Go for Nakamura.
yeah, go for Nakamura. She's like, I don't know if I ever want to continue making manga again. Like again, because she began to actually like engage with her Western audience from both Brazil, Peru, and like fucking here in the States and stuff. Like she doesn't know if she actually wants to continue being a mangaka at all. Now again, I don't know how hyperbolic that is coming from her because she was very emotional at that moment, but it could be true. It could happen. And again, these two aren't the only authors that have it. Right now, because the author for the artist from One Punch Man, because he defended her, now he's getting it.
Mm-hmm.
He is one of the most talented artists I've ever seen. His design work for fucking One Punch Man, the manga, the established manga, not like One's design. Like One's cool, I love One, but like even One will say like, yeah, my art can't compare to that guy. That guy really makes my shit shine. Like his artwork is so fucking amazing. But now he's starting to get it from these fucking these assholes.
Essentially been bending the knee.
Well, no one's bending the knee. They're just fucking off. They literally say, okay, I guess I'll delete my ex. They're just leaving these spaces. Like I'm so glad no one has bent the knee, but at the same time, they are literally leaving, which isn't something I want either. I want these people to actually be able to stay on these platforms and engage with their fans. I want these people to actually be able to show off their work.
They're actual like dedicated fans.
Exactly, not these fucking piss ants who are coming in here and like, oh, I want this character to be gay because I need to feel important because I want a character to feel like me. I'm like, no one's gonna feel like you, you flowery little bitch.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's ridiculous. And again, it's not even just like it's an example of just like how crazy people are being right now when it comes to some of these fandoms. Hell, we even have to look at manga lists. Right now, Gooseworks, the person who made Digital Circus, the Amazing Digital Circus, she's getting it right now from people.
Yeah.
I tell people all the time, right? I think it is good to sometimes listen to your fans, but I think you have to really, really dive deep and actually understand what a fan is trying to tell you. Like when a fan, like look at the fans from the Sonic movie, right? They outright said, "This is ugly. This is hideous. We're not gonna come see this movie because of this. Change it." And the animators literally listened to the fans and altered its design to match a more kind of Sonic adaptation.
More accurate.
So fans can help change and improve things. It just depends on the actual amount, like what you're actually aiming for. In that case,
or the context.
Yeah, the context matters in that scenario. In this case, it is literally a bunch of fucking like man children screaming to the high heavens, "Hey, this character looks trans. Are they trans?" Writer says no. Can you make them trans? Writer says no. Okay, but can you?
What about for like Hoshi from Jujutsu Kaisen?
From my knowledge, it doesn't seem like people are actually getting on Jujutsu Kaisen's author's case about that one because it's kind of up in the air whether or not she is or is not trans. Because it looks like it could either, huh?
I think the creator just wants to have their own fence, like make up their own mind.
Well, yeah, what you mean is like it's ambiguous, and that's how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be ambiguous and kind of go. I personally think like she is fucking amazing, and I don't care either way.
And make like essentially just make everybody think in their own way.
What makes me even more annoying is that there are plenty of great trans characters in anime. It's just people don't actually have like, either A, people don't know about these animes that have these characters, or B, those animes
They're
aren't as
not popular
popular.
enough.
Huh?
No, I'm saying they're not popular enough. Like,
Oh yeah, or they're not popular. Like fake.
I mean, look at Ostolfo. A lot of people really want to like so badly make him trans when he's
Well,
not.
exactly, because
But
literally,
but at the same time, Fate does have trans characters. It's just that Ostolfo is more popular.
one of my favorite animes that has a trans character in it is actually a character named Rosa, from an anime called Chivalry of the Fair Knight. Like this character is fucking phenomenal, and what's even best about Rosa is she is not, by any stretch of the means, projecting or pushing her actual identity on anyone. She literally acts as though she's female, and everyone treats her that way. And there is no like separation by the identity of who she is, and everyone just accepts that. Like it's never brought up. It's never like, "Hey, are you trans?" Or it's never like talked about. Or she never says like, "Oh, my pronouns are she." No, no. It literally in the story acts as though she's a normal female character.
Yeah, and that's something that a lot of the toxic fans or the dumbasses, they don't want that. They want like the kinds of characters that want to be like directly like their IRL selves.
Well, like again, One Piece is a great example. People wanted Yamato to be trans outright, and I'm like, you guys realize you have a trans character already in that same arc that's happening, right? One of Oda's samurai is a trans female. What the fuck are you doing? Like, there's literally already Oda already gave you your trans character, but because they're not Yamato, who is very popular, you don't give a shit.
Or they just don't think that it's good enough for them.
Well, again, because it's not popular. That character is liked, but like Yamato was like immediately loved by her design, and because well, let's face it, she's incredibly sexy. So because they introduced the idea of Yamato identifying as Oda, which what they mean by that is just like the embodiment of what Oda is, not the fact that Oda's a man. Immediately, people's like, "Oh, she must be trans." I'm like, and Oda had to be like, "No, no, no, no. She just sees herself as Oda." It's like saying like it's like basically like looking at it like, "Oh, I want to be like Paul Bunyan," and I idolize Paul Bunyan by saying like I am Paul Bunyan, even though I'm not like fucking 20,000 feet tall and like a fucking Canadian lumberjack. But again, like you have a trans character already in that same fucking arc. Yet literally they're like, no, because she's not Yamato, we don't give a fuck.
Or look at Bridget too.
No, yeah, again, these characters that already have established backgrounds and stories get altered to please these fucking little fuckheads for no other reason than just to get some brownie points or to like to fit some sort of social like narrative. It just
or have them see it as a win-win for them.
and again, I don't understand when you have like an author as like open and as engaging as the actual author from Gachiakuta, why would you ruin it to that extent? Like, why would you act this way? And my only thing is the fact that it's because these people only can act this way. This is how they put themselves. This is what their personality, their very traits of who they are, of self-identifying is. It's down to their core. If they even break away from that, it's like as though you're breaking them out of the matrix. They literally are gasping for breath, like wondering where the fuck they are.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's literally the last story I had. I don't have anything else on deck. Yeah, I got nothing. It's been a wild week.
It sure has, Dilla. It sure has.
But hey, we're back. You know, we're gonna be doing this again. It's gonna be fun. But like, I just at the end of the day, we do need to start gatekeeping more. The reason why this is happening is because these fucking assholes have entered into these spaces and literally with no pushback, because you had literally a bunch of genuine people like, oh yeah, you can totally come into the anime community. We always love to like more people to actually enjoy the things we like to enjoy. And then these people's like, oh, but your thing doesn't have the thing I like. Oh, what's the thing you like? The fact that these characters aren't exactly like me. Where isn't the whole point of a story is so this way you can either A, relate to a character, or just be like either relate to
yeah, like that
respect.
one trans character you mentioned, you know, that I can definitely get on board with because it's
She's
if it's
great. I
like,
fucking love
just-
her. But
Like
that's
if they're just like if they're just like the type that just want to be left alone, just be themselves, left alone, nobody gives a shit. Of who they
it's literally like that fucking old meme joke where like guys like everyone I've come to you and present to you thing is now thing is now available, and everyone's like in the crowd is like, yay thing, I love thing, I can't wait to use thing, and someone in the background with a microphone is like saying like, I hate thing, I hate the fact that thing is the way thing is, change thing. And he's in Lex panel is just him going like, good news everyone, I've changed thing to be new, something new. And the crowd walks away. He's like, oh okay, we liked old thing, we don't want this new thing. And he turns to the guy with the megaphone.
It's just like how Daisuke did basically Daisuke with Bridget.
Right, exactly. And what's really annoying about like that whole change with Bridget is the fact that, again, I go back to it, is the fact that Bridget's story was literally complete, and everything Bridget was representation wise was the idea of him coming to terms with his identity as a male, because his parents pushed him to be female, because he was raised by a bunch of nuns to be female, because of the fucking like superstition in his village about twin boys.
I mean, twin. Yeah.
Yeah, so because he was pushed into something he never
and
wanted.
Tried to prove them that it was not real.
Yeah, not that this isn't real. It's just to accept them as the boy he wanted to be, and not the girl that they were all raising him to be. And after everything was all said and done, and they found out that the superstition didn't work, they're like, yes, we can love you as the boy you are. And he's like, cool, I want to stay as I am, but as identifying as a boy. So he still wanted to be like an Otokonoko.
But still like having feminine clothing and
yeah, exactly. He wanted to be an Otokonoko. He liked being an Otokonoko. He just wanted to be seen as a guy. So because you had 3 games with kind of this idea of Bridget.
I mean, it's funny how Daisuke's original vision was just to make a cute character a guy because there are already too many female characters.
Well, it's not even just that. His original story was literally the idea of self-identifying and what that means to a person.
Yeah, I know, but when Daisuke was making Bridget originally, he intended to make it a guy because he knew that there was already too many female characters. So he was just like, you know what? Let's make a cute character a guy.
Yeah, exactly. And again, he wrote a really compelling story with Bridget. But then for some fucking reason, when the new game came out, he's like, nah, everything you know about Bridget, I'm changing. He's actually trans now. I'm like, how does that make any sense? What was the point of everything that... What was the point of him going through his actual self-identity and understanding the fact that he's a guy and he always wants to be a guy? Did he just out of nowhere go like, nah, you know what? Fuck that shit.
I think the reason why people is because that one scene where he's like, Bridget's like, oh, I'm a girl, and then it's like how you mentioned about like, oh, because this character said this, that means this character's trans or something like that.
It's just really stupid. But anyways, like before we get too out of hand, I think we're gonna kind of close up here, guys. It has been so much fun being back. I'm so glad we were talked about this. I do have streams. I'm doing stream tomorrow. Gonna be playing some more Resident Evil 9 again, so that's gonna be fun. Stay tuned for that. We got this, of course, planned up for next week, and any new like streams in between, I'll let you guys know. Any updates and everything.
Yeah, I think I want to start asking Dula if we can like start collabing, playing some games.
Yeah, which will be fun.
Either on my channel or on your channel, but it's gonna be most likely on your channel because you're the one.
I still need to get the audio splitter so this week I can actually hear you in my stream. That's yeah. So I need to get that. I need to buy one. But ultimately, Brutal, is there anything you want to close out with us?
All I can say is that have a great Memorial Day, and
it is 9 p.m.
Yeah.
There's like 3 hours left in the morning.
Still,
I know. But yeah, so for me, yeah, kind of the same. Enjoy the rest of your Memorial Day, guys. Enjoy maybe some fireworks, eating out some barbecue.
Or going out with family.
Going out with family, yep. And as always, you guys hear me say it every time, no matter where you guys are in the ward, no matter what you guys are doing in the ward.
Oh. Unexpected interruption.
Yeah, I didn't expect that interruption either. Anyways, sorry, that was my mom. She walked in here. But anyways, like I was saying, no matter where you guys in the ward, no matter what you guys are doing in the ward, Have a good morning, a great afternoon, a beautiful evening, and a blessed night. Stay safe, everyone. Bye.